Needed one. Here's a tip. So I'll kind of go through some stuff with you guys. I bought this thing and it had what I thought was a bad transmission, and what the previous owner thought was a bad transmission as well. Luckily it's pretty clean. That's some air boxes for it. And so what was going on was these things. I turned on the car, I would get no speedometer, and no tachometer, and the truck was stuck in third gear. So I've had this problem with my Jeep and whatnot, so I've gone through it. It was late at night and I was kind of confused what I was doing with myself, and like 2 hours away from home when I was doing this. I threw it in 4-wheel drive and things changed. I ended up just throwing cash at the guy and buying the truck on a kind of up of faith and whatnot. As you can see, the hood not very clean. Clear coat faded, fenders are spray painted. I have to go back and change all that. But here we go. Here's the 12 valve with a missing battery right now. And so what ended up happening was I had the symptoms of no speedometer, no tachometer. Truck was stuck in third gear, and so it would obviously be super slow. So what I did was I had a Jeep that was stuck in limbo mode also, growing up as a kid, that I drove for like 30,000 miles. And I guess I'm still a kid, but I put it into second gear and it shifted with that. And then there's a trick with these: if you go into park and pull all the way down to first, sometimes it will grab first gear. So it was shifting through all the gears, so I knew it was something. So what I did was I went ahead and I replaced the, if you guys can see it, it's a little hard to see. I want to say TPS, yeah, throttle positioning set. That doesn't say. Cam positioning sensor. Throttle, I can't think right now. It listens to the motor and listens to where everything is, and so the sensor communicates with the engine and stuff. So I thought that was it because I read off the thread, so I threw a new one in there. That didn't fix my issue, so things were a little strange, and there was a lot of electronic issues, like my alternator was also not charging, so my batteries would be dead and they weren't charging. So what it ended up being was the PCM. So I replaced a new PCM. They're like $500, but sometimes you can find deals. I got super lucky and found mine on Facebook for $40. Threw that thing in. I had it taken to a shop to do full inspection, so I had them throw it in, test drove it. Now it shifts through every gear, drives fine. So yeah, just sometimes do your research. That's a good way to do it. This has like 260,000 miles, but not bad for a Laramie long bed in black. I wish they wouldn't have rhino line the bottom, but this weekend I also picked up the sport front bumper and the sport grill. I might give those to my brother, or paint them black or paint them red. I haven't decided yet. But for now, some things I need to do on this truck is adjust the adjust the timing, adjust the throttle, bring up the RPMs because it's pretty low. It turns over at like 500 and idles around 600 until it's warm. Killer dowel pin, replace the radiator, do front main seal, get the bands adjusted in the transmission. So I'll probably pay someone to do that because I fear transmissions after having Chrysler products. That's about it. Just kind of your standard truck, I suppose. I doubt the light's gonna turn off because it's missing a battery. But yeah, 262,000 miles. I'm not really too concerned about that. What else is new? I picked up a first gen Cummins, another one, flatbed, 12 valve with like 380,000 miles or something. It runs fine. Impact put shafts broken in half. You can see that on my Instagram. But that's basically it. Just all that All right, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to hit me up on Instagram or message me on YouTube. Also on Facebook a lot, so MRET425. Hit me up. Thanks. Have a good night.